that's exactly what has happened. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex have given their communications team the boot, blaming them for a series of recent PR humiliations.
She is a malignant narcissist.
Get a job, Meghan. Fake it till you make it.
Shed a tear for poor Meghan Markle. There the delighted Duchess was, all set to steal the King's limelight, and then, suddenly, dramatically, she was stripped of the chance. Damn!
Harry and Meghan are their own worst enemies.
This is a disaster. This is a flop.
Whatever the hell that means, perhaps she'll take solace in her own expanding opportunity.
You're in America now, and we don't give a shit about you.
Unlike for Harry and Meghan, who yet again seem to have axed their entire staff.
Girl, grab your tea, because what just went down in Montecito is wild. Imagine this. A cartoon joke hits the internet and boom, Meghan Markle goes full meltdown mode. Like, press the red button kind of meltdown. We're talking scorched earth. Word is she completely lost it after South Park threw some serious shade her way, and when I say lost it, I mean she didn't just let out a sigh or call a meeting. Nope. She fired the whole communications team. Everyone. Gone. Like yesterday's news. Phones, disconnected, emails, dead, laptops, locked like Fort Knox. The people who used to defend her 24/7, they were out on the curb, updating their LinkedIn faster than you can say Duchess. And all this over a parody sketch that made fun of her brand and public image. But Meghan wasn't just mad. She was livid, fuming, seeing red. Legal teams were scrambling. Threats were flying. But when the parody wouldn't disappear, she took matters into her own hands. Heads rolled, period. But guess what? That tantrum didn't quiet the drama. It turned the volume all the way up. And oh honey, the next mistake, it made jaws drop.
Can't leave us alone, can you? Oh my God, he's so obsessed with us. No more magazines and Netflix shows. We really can live a normal life. What matters is what we have on the inside.
Babe, time to do our daily $250,000 sponsored Instagram post for Del Taco.
I shouldn't have left the made-up nonsense.
That's right. Nothing says that you're impossible to work for a bit of a ball ache and an axe grinder than constantly cycling through various members of staff like hot dinners.
It has been several months now since our beloved Queen has died. Our Canadians are finding it hard to go on. All Canadians, that is, except for our first guest, the Prince and his wife.
And after the comedy of errors that was American Riviera Orchard and the ongoing chaos of Manic Meg's scam jam car crash as ever, perhaps caution is called for here.
Okay, buckle up, because it didn't just stop with a few firings. Oh no, Meghan and Harry straight up nuked their entire team. I'm talking assistants, PR heads, media strategists. Every single one shown the door in what insiders are whispering was a no-mercy massacre. This wasn't some polite little office reshuffle. People were literally mid-email, mid-reply when they were shut out. Devices went black, passwords locked. 1 second you're writing a press release, next second you're locked out of your account with zero warning. Yikes. All those loyal staffers who had spent years crafting this perfect, shiny post-royal image, the ones who went to war defending them through every headline, documentary, and awkward interview, gone. Just like that. And get this, the vibe wasn't, thank you for your service. It was more like, this is all your fault. Meghan and Harry made one thing painfully clear. If the public starts dragging us, it's not going to be our names on the chopping block. Nope, someone else was going down, and it sure as hell wasn't going to be them. And for two people who are obsessed with controlling the optics, this move screamed one thing: panic. But here's where it gets crazier. The real reason behind all this chaos? Oh, that was just getting started.
I feel like the focus is starting to shift off of me. Maybe in editing you'll fix it.
I thought we were moving forward, Meghan. Well, we're not.
So it seems to me they're resorting to becoming basically a version of the royal Kardashians. Way, we can't wait for it.
That's fine, I'll go it alone. Just like Meghan Markle and Prince Harry.
It's that mocking, mimicking, disrespectful way that she does everything in her.
Now here's the juicy part no one's supposed to talk about, but we're spilling it. This whole meltdown, it wasn't about some random PR flub or an angry headline. Nope. The spark that lit this firestorm was a cartoon script that hit way too close to home. Yep, South Park dropped an episode called Respect Our Pregnancy. And when Meghan saw it, she completely lost it. I mean, full-on rage mode. And honestly, we kind of get it, because this parody was savage. It dragged her brand, her image, her whole reinvention since ditching royal life. And it was brutal. It wasn't just a funny sketch. It was like someone took her entire PR playbook, shredded it, and aired it on cable TV. Suddenly, that perfectly polished image she spent years curating, gone, replaced by a cartoon roast. And the worst part? She couldn't stop it. Insiders say the mood inside their Montecito Montecito mansion flipped instantly. One minute, it was all strategy meetings and vision boards. The next, resumes flying everywhere. People were literally packing their desks before the episode even aired. And Meghan's next move? Oh, she wasn't done yet. Not even close.
Look, Kyle, we just kind of don't care about some dumb prince and his stupid wife. I don't care about them either. So then why do you talk about them all the time? I'm sick of hearing about them, but I can't get away from them. They're everywhere, in my face.
Yeah, now you're putting them in our face.
Fine, I won't talk about them anymore. Thank you. Okay, just one last thing. Did you know the prince? I'm sorry.
It's so funny, too, that you keep calling me Meghan. You know, it's Megan now.
And how negative, I mean, how like toxic must this workplace be to burn through so many people and accomplish so little?
People were saying meh. It's not meh. It's pronounced me. The H is silent.
Okay, now this is where it gets wild. It wasn't just the script that set Meghan off. It was one single scene that blew up the entire internet. Brace yourself. The animated Meghan character was shown adjusting what looked like a foam baby bump. Yup, you heard that right. And that tiny little jab, it was like gasoline on a fire. Within hours, that clip went absolutely viral. TikTok exploding, X unhinged, Instagram flooded. People weren't just watching it, they were remixing it, laughing at it, meme-ifying it. It was everywhere, every single platform. The memes were savage, comment sections were brutal, and people couldn't stop sharing it. It turned from a cartoon joke into a full-blown viral monster. For Meghan and Harry, who live and breathe narrative control, this was an unfiltered nightmare. And let's be honest, the foam bump moment, it was so simple, yet so destructive. No official statement, no carefully worded post could compete with the laughter. The joke hit harder than any scandal they've faced before. This wasn't just a PR issue, it was an identity crisis. And Meghan? She wasn't about to sit quietly. What she did next, it was loud, desperate, and explosive.
I don't care. Don't care.
What the hell? What did he just say? He victimized me. It's because I'm an ethnic woman. He can't do that. I'll say, wait, you're ethnic? This is an outrage.
So I went online to see what was new with Uncle Harry and Auntie Meghan, and I couldn't find a thing. I would have thought she'd have at least popped up in a tampon commercial by now.
Uncharacteristically for a self-styled entrepreneur who specializes in copying everyone else, the hotel thing is a relatively fresh idea. But take a tip from me, your ladyship. Don't do.
Oh, it gets even messier. Instead of taking a breath and regrouping, Meghan slammed the panic button. The second she saw that foam bump clip going viral, insiders say she screamed for what's now being called Blackout hour. And what does that mean? Chaos. Her team was instantly thrown into an internet wipeout mission. Every available staffer was told to erase that clip from the internet. Copyright flags launched, TikTok takedown requests flooded, frantic emails and late-night calls. Oh, they were flying. It was damage control on steroids. But let's be real, the internet doesn't play by those rules. By the time they were hitting send, the clip was already on thousands of phones, timelines, and FYPs. It was way too late. Even worse, Meghan's own advisors had warned her about this exact thing. 2 words, fair use and the Streisand effect. Translation, the harder you try to delete something, the faster and farther it spreads. But none of that mattered to Meghan. She didn't want a strategy, she wanted control, she wanted it gone. And then, just when you think things couldn't get worse, her lawyers stepped in and dropped a bomb that left everyone stunned.
And everyone does reality TV now, so don't worry about this being a step down for me because it's not.
I wasn't until you just said it.
Plus, it's a really good platform to promote my brand.
What is your brand?
Oh, I don't know. I'll think of some piece of crap.
I don't know, launch a Grenfell cookbook, make a podcast, have a series on Netflix, set up a charity. None of that stuff has worked. They've been damn hopeless at everything.
My question is for Meghan. Meghan, besides holder of briefcase 24 on Deal or No Deal, what do you think your most impactful role was?
She's so out of touch. She's so missed the mark.
Now get this. Meghan turns to her lawyers, expecting them to swoop in like her personal crisis avengers. But instead of a rescue plan, she gets a cold slap of legal reality. They told her straight up, there's nothing we can do. Seriously. They said the South Park parody was bulletproof. Why? Because in the US, satire is protected under fair use laws. And no matter how savage or uncomfortable it made her feel, the cartoon was 100% legal. No lawsuits, no cease and desist, no secret billionaire strings to pull. Nada. Meghan was reportedly stunned. She was banking on a quick fix, some hush-hush settlement or scary legal letter. But all she got was a giant nope. Her worst nightmare had already gone viral. And now, legally, it was untouchable. And instead of accepting it, what did she do? She turned her fury inward. Insiders say she flipped the blame onto her team. If the cartoon couldn't be wiped off the face of the internet, then someone had to pay for letting it happen in the first place, and the fallout? It came fast, and it came ugly.
Had a dream when you were a child to be something everyone else said was impossible? Like an astronaut, or prime minister, or masseur?
I wanted to be a princess.
Oh, Well, you kind of fucked that up.
Prince Harry, though, has become the punchline of a Saturday Night Live joke. Let's have a look.
NBC has announced plans for a spin-off to the hit series Suits, which will be set in Los Angeles. It will focus on Meghan Markle's character's struggle to balance her legal career while also caring for an unemployed immigrant.
And here's where it really imploded. After the lawyers gave her that brutal truth, Meghan reportedly said something that left her entire team frozen. If we can't bury the joke, we bury the people who let it breathe. Yeah, that sentence. Maybe it was out of frustration, maybe it was deadly serious. But insiders say that's the exact moment everything flipped. No more meetings, no more planning, just purge. Within hours, 6 of her top staff were gone. Not moved, not reassigned, gone. 2 senior spokespeople who had defended her and Harry through every scandal, axed. The social media lead who had probably memorized her favorite hashtags, cut loose. This wasn't some graceful exit. It was a mass execution. Meghan wanted heads, and she got them. Her inner circle, the people closest to her brand, were blamed for one thing, letting her become a laughingstock. In Meghan's world, being the punchline was the ultimate betrayal, and betrayal meant one thing, termination. But while the Montecito mansion was burning from the inside out, someone else was backing away quietly, and that shook their brand even harder.
It seriously is driving me crazy. The prince plays drums all day. I don't even think he has a job. And I don't know what the hell she does. Why they even left Canada is beyond me. And like, she seems to just boss him around and make him do whatever she wants. I mean, why did they even leave Canada and move to South Park anyway?
Lisa Rinna, so nice to see you again.
We've never met.
Oh, why do I feel like I know you?
Well, I've been on TV for 50 years, so maybe it's that.
Well, this is after we were informed that they were hiring this team of 11 and that they were going to try to almost have their own little royal court and craft things.
We just want to be normal people. All this attention is so hard. Isn't it true, sir, that your questionable wife has her own TV show and hangs out with celebrities and does fashion magazines? What are you suggesting?
We are screwed.
Wait, what about your ketchup company?
That was a dumb idea.
Then what are we going to do? Can you get another show? I mean, not one that you act on, darling. I know people don't want to hire you for that anymore, but...
Well, HGTV did call my agents last week about us, but at the time I thought we were too good for them.
I don't think Meghan likes interviewing people. I think she'd prefer to talk about herself.
Now get ready for this twist, because while Meghan and Harry were busy torching their team, Netflix was already slipping out the back door. Yep, quietly behind the scenes, Netflix executives started holding emergency meetings. And guess what buzzword kept getting whispered behind closed doors? Brand Volatility Index. Translation? We're not sure this royal drama is worth our money anymore. These were the same people who once cut massive checks to the Sussexes, thinking they were Hollywood's hottest new power couple. But now it was all becoming a mess. The memes, the firings, the backlash. It was non-stop. The brand that once screamed prestige was starting to reek of chaos. So Netflix hit pause, pushed back release dates, reconsidered marketing plans. And the conversations behind the curtain, no longer about vision or storytelling. They were all about damage control and risk reduction. Because when your stars start trending for the wrong reasons, the cameras stop rolling. But guess what? It wasn't just Netflix. Hollywood itself was getting nervous, and what happened next sealed it.
Sir, your millions from Netflix for no one knows what.
Put it with the rest of them.
The financial outlay involved in establishing a chain of Meg-ins would be astronomical. The wildly ambitious Ms. Markle has got everything to lose. And if she decides to become Celebrity Land's answer to the Hilton, lose everything, she probably...
And just when you thought it couldn't get worse, it did. Because Netflix wasn't the only giant backing away. Hollywood itself started treating Meghan and Harry like a ticking PR time bomb. Insiders say top agencies and luxury brands began distancing themselves fast. Why? Because of a quiet little industry whisper called the Cobalt List. A behind-the-scenes warning signal that says, this client is now officially too messy to handle. Guess who reportedly made that list? Yep, Meghan and Harry. The language being tossed around in private meetings? Unstable brand weather. Unnecessary risk. That's polite industry talk for, let's not attach ourselves to this circus. Luxury fashion labels that once fought to work with Meghan, suddenly shelving campaigns, PR firms backing out. What once screamed royal glam was now reading as viral chaos. Nobody wanted to babysit another media storm. The foam bump joke had become a full-blown business liability. And Meghan? Oh, she wasn't taking that lying down. Because her next move? It took things into bizarre territory. Okay, deep breath, because what Meghan did next was straight out of a plot twist no one saw coming. Remember when she and Harry were the golden couple? Red carpets, exclusive deals, royal glow-up vibes? Yeah, that era is done. Now they've become the cautionary tale. One year they were hot, the next, ice, cold. After the South Park disaster and the internal meltdown it triggered, they went from being the most wanted brand to the one everyone was scared to touch. PR teams across LA started whispering one thing: drama follows them. And not the juicy, sell the story kind of drama. Number. The kind that tanks reputations and empties bank accounts. The sparkle that once made them magnetic? Gone. That royal mystique? Fading. Suddenly, the couple who were supposed to reinvent modern royalty started looking more like a celebrity mess in free fall. Execs started ghosting, projects were shelved, the opportunities dried up. But just when it looked like they were out of cards, Meghan pulled a wild one. Hold on, because this move, it was bold, risky, and totally off the rails. Instead of running from the joke, Meghan and Harry decided to chase it. They hired this boutique PR agency called Scops Media and came in with a pitch so wild it turned heads in every boardroom. The name? Weaponize the laugh. No joke. The plan was to flip the South Park parody on its head, embrace the memes, remix the ridicule, make the scandal part of their brand. Like, haha, we're in on the joke energy. It sounded edgy, clever even, turning mockery into marketability. Meghan and Harry were going to ride the viral wave and try to come out looking cool, self-aware, and unfazed. But here's the kicker. It came with a massive price tag, like eyebrow-raising, empire-straining expensive. And in a brand that's already crumbling, people weren't sure if this was bold genius or full-blown desperation. And the next move? Oh, it pushed the gamble even further. Picture this. The house is still burning. And instead of calling the fire department, Meghan and Harry throw in a couple $1 million hoping for a makeover. That's basically what happened. They weren't just risking PR anymore. They were risking the last bit of goodwill they had left. And what happened next? The internet stopped laughing and started turning away. Here's where the crash started feeling real. The Meghan and Harry brand, once progressive, polished, powerful, began unraveling in real time. The media machine she thought she could control, it turned on her. And the worst part? The story wasn't done, because the final twist hit harder than all of it. And here it is, the crash landing. What started as a leaked cartoon script spiraled into a full-on identity collapse for Meghan and Harry. Even with a shiny new PR agency and a desperate meme strategy, the Sussex name now feels shakier than ever. Can they bounce back? Maybe. But right now, they're hanging on to relevance by a thread in a storm they started themselves.